Free, land of work and joy in unity, victors in the struggle for their right. We hold freedom's fight. Oh, one, strong and free, Africa is our own motherland, fashioned with and blessed by God's good hand. Let us so our people join as one, brothers under the sun. Oh, one, strong and free, one land and one nation is our cry. Dignity and peace meet Zambia's sky, like a noble eagle in its flight. Zambia, praise to thee. Oh, one, strong and free, praise be to God. Bless our great nation. Free men we stand under the flag of our land, Zambia. Praise to thee, oh, one, strong and free.
Prayer. Let us pray. Dear Father, we thank you. We come before you this morning. May you sanctify this place, O Lord. May you distribute wisdom among these thy leaders that are going to speak. Let them not speak according to their mind, for they are carrying thousands and millions of souls, Lord, that needs to hear whatsoever you shall deposit in the spirit. As we gather right now, Lord, may we be blessed. Let peace and unity be amongst thy. In Jesus' mighty name, God, we pray. Amen.
Colleagues from the region, we wish to welcome you to this joint press briefing by our provincial youth chairman. And on behalf of our chairman, that I warmly welcome you to Anderson Kambela Mazoka House. And at this juncture, I'll request the host, Chair Banda, to come forward and introduce all the chairmen that are present here, and also to welcome all of us here. Chair Banda, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you very much. Zambia. Forward. Zambia. Forward. Zambia. Forward. Viva HH, viva. Viva. Viva UPND, viva. Viva. Viva HH, viva. Viva. Viva Zambia, viva. Viva. Thank you very much. My name is Anderson Banda. I am the Lusaka Provincial Youth Chairperson, the host chairman. It's a rare privilege today that we are seated in front of the cameras to interact with the country and the world. But before we proceed in our deliberation, we have high-profile youth leaders who are here today in this auditorium or in this room today. Of course, we'll start with the ranking behind. We have deputy youth chairpersons and senior provincial leaders who I want them to do self-introduction. My sister, you can start. You tell us your name, where you're coming from and your position, then it goes like this. Thereafter, we'll start with our provincial youth leaders. From my left, you mention your name and the province that you are leading. Then after that, I'll get back the floor just to say one or two things. So you can start, my sister.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Sandra Maduba from the Copperbelt. I'm the Deputy Youth Chairperson in charge of gender.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dixon Dembo. I'm coming from Chenga Province. I'm the chairman in charge of administration.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Askazo Moton, Vice Youth Chairman in charge of administration in Wakula, and the council chairman elect under UPND, the good people of Mansabo.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kasere Muhango. I'm coming from Eastern Province. I'm the Vice Provincial Youth Chairman in charge of mobilization.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jack Manga from Western Province, Provincial Youth Chairperson, Western Province.
Thank you. Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, media. I'm coming from the Copperbelt. I'm the chairperson.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Bruce Kanema, the UPND Chairman of Northwestern Province.
Good morning, colleagues. My name is Irenda Lyson, Eastern Province 1. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Akom Mwemba, Provincial Youth Chairperson for Central Province.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Nelson Kalembwe, the Provincial Chairperson for Lusaka Province. I'm saying, Toast Alliance, watch your lane, we are coming for you.
One Zambia,
One nation.
one Zambia,
One nation.
Simbe Brown from Chenga Province, the Provincial Youth Chairperson.
Okay, thank you very much. These are our leaders in charge of the provinces, and I think in the next few minutes we'll be joined by the chairman in charge of the youth affairs from Southern Province, Honorable Mwimba Marambo. I think you'll be entering this room very soon. So we'll proceed as indicated in my introductory remarks. Of course, this is not our first time. We youth leaders, this is our tradition. We've been having joint press briefings in so many occasions, depending on the prevailing political situations. To me, on my behalf and on behalf of Lusaka provincial youth leaders or provincial youths, today I want to thank them. First, I want to thank the people of Lusaka province for voting and for making UPND win in terms of votes in Lusaka province. Ama leaders wa Lusaka ni kuti ziko mkwambiri, ward officials, constituency officials, district officials, national management officials who lives in Lusaka. Indeed, you delivered the much needed victory for President HH. Out of 18 members of parliament, Lusaka recorded 13. Again, I want also to appreciate our beloved President Hakainde Hichilema, who I can simply call man of peace, the man who loves this country, the man who is protecting this country to be where we are. Mr. President, sir, on behalf of Lusaka, we are saying thank you very much, my President, for the leadership that you've provided so far, for the peace that has been prevailing so far. It has not been an easy thing, looking at the provocations, temptations, innuendos, hatred, malice. I think the President has remained steadfast, and he deserves a clap. Let's clap for our President. In continuing with what I'm saying, my message politically is very simple. I want to urge Tonse guys, Tonse supporters, immediately to concede defeat in the interest of peace and move on. I want to say that I've been very consistent that Munduvire, Makebi, they've never been presidential materials. It was gamble that they were involved in. But thank God, they were stopped through the ballot, of course, through the Zambian people. They wanted to gamble, but that cannot work. Now that your gamble could not work for you, I want to advise you to immediately concede defeat in the interest of peace. Because why I'm saying this, you cannot continue bringing chaos in the country through statements, propagandas, when you did not even have your own political party that you stood on. You gambled on political parties. Again, you lose by over 1 million votes. Then you want to continue messing up with our peace. We are saying, stop it immediately. And I want these opposition guys and their supporters and other stakeholders, other churches, tell your people to learn some lessons from President HH. President HH is a dictionary of this country. People should learn anything they want to learn politically from him. President HH has been on the ballot for many times. To some extent, he could not succeed. He never incited people to commit crimes. He started in 2006 under Yuda. He did not make it. He never incited anyone to go on the street. In 2008, again he went on the ballot. He could not succeed. He never went on the street. 2011, the same. 2015, the same. 2016, again President HH continued preserving the peace that we are enjoying. Those are the lessons. You participate just once on a party that does not even belong to you, and you lose by over 1 million votes. Then you want to bring chaos. Shame on you. Shame even on the people who are supporting the nonsense of Munguvire and Makebi. Those guys are gamblers. To some extent, they don't even qualify to be presidential candidates. Munguvire only qualifies to be a cleaner in State House. Makebi only qualifies to be, of course, not a Marugula, these office orderers. Because look, surely, and you know, it pains me that when the world is rating our president world over to be the top 5 best performing presidents, number 5 best performing president in the world, our currency as things stand is the best performing currency in the world. Then if we are praying with that privilege, and I want to urge people of this country, sometimes we get tempted to do wrong things. Vane, God stopped creating countries. You've never heard that there's a new world that God has created, or there's a new country that, this is the only country that we have. And it's our duty as citizens to protect the peace, to develop this country, to cooperate and work and develop. There will be no any other person who will come and bring peace in our country. This responsibility is on our shoulders, especially we politicians. My solemn message to the country today is that let's watch each other's backs. Some people, their agenda is very bad. They are selling this country negatively across the borders. Those people, they will support you to do wrong things. Later on, they'll start laughing at you and start giving you conditions. So, to me, as a youth leader who loves the president, who loves this country, who has seen the country now developing, the respect that we have gained so far under the leadership of Hakainde Hichilema, we will not allow anyone to destabilize this country. In my conclusion, I want to thank the law enforcers, the Zambia Army, ZNS, ZAF, Zambia Police, and others for the job well done so far. Because these people, these criminals, they were determined to bring chaos in the country. But so far, you have managed to tame them. However, even we, supporters of UPND, youth leaders of this country, we are very much behind the presidency of Hakainde Hichilema. We've been there, we are here, we are able to see the difference from where we are coming from to where we are today. President Echechi means well to this country. President Echechi loves this country. And anyone who would want to continue bringing chaos, I think, will handle you in the language that you understand. To me, we have so many speakers in front of these cameras. All what I can advise to all the citizens here, that Owina, Alipo, and President Hakainde Hichilema, we have 5 years to go. Of course, if it was within my powers, I would support that the presidency should continue. HS should continue leading this country until we are fully developed, even beyond 2031. Because what we are all looking for is development, not these noises. We have countries who've been very consistent in terms of leadership. They are far much developed than our country. This nonsense of bringing confusion every time, we are just going around the circles. We are where we are as a country, underdeveloped because of mediocrity. Imagine, how do you think, imagine sure that Mundubele can be the president? What logic is that? Can Mundubele be the president of this country? Can Makebi be the president of this country, the running mate? Those are jokes. Thank God, God loves this country. He has maintained the President HH. And we want H Zambians. HH does not select, does not choose people. He looks at the country as one entity. Even these issues of tribalism, regionalism, that is nonsense. We are not in the Stone Age era. We are in a modernized world. Zambia is one village. Zambia is one global village. So there must be no nonsense of no this and that. We are not going to tolerate that. So on behalf of Lusaka youths, I thought of adding our voice and assure the president and the people of Lusaka, but here in Lusaka, Zambia, the whole, that we are peace-abiding youth leaders who maintain the peace and who coexist, but people should not be pushed to commit crimes. Those who have appetite to commit crimes, those political figures who think that they can bring youth and front them into committing crimes, we are urging them to front their children. Let them round up their children. We want to see your children, your nephews, and your girlfriends, or bring them and see if you are going to allow it. Other than using other people's children in committing crimes, thereafter you abandon them. That is bad. So let peace prevail as we are waiting for the president to be sworn in. Thank you very much. God bless you. Now, I'm going to give the privilege to Comrade Bruce Kanema, the Provincial Chairman Youth from Northwestern Province, to also add his voice.
Thank you so much. Good morning, colleagues, once more again. Like I said, my name is Bruce Kanema, the Youth Chairman of Northwestern Province. For us, we want to begin by warmly congratulating our President Hakainde Hichilema, for the resounding victory once more again in the just ended elections 2026 general elections. Our President, we want to congratulate you from deep down of our hearts as a Northwestern Province and the youths in the province, because the President, Hakainde Hichilema, has been the President for the people of Zambia, and that his performance has proved to us as people of Northwestern Province that we've got a leader. No wonder, if you look at the figures that Northwestern Province produced, and to be specific to the constituency which I managed, that is Red Central constituency, where we did produce or give President Hakainde Hichilema 54,207 votes. It shows that we are confident in our president. It shows that we love our president. For us as youth of Northwestern Province, we've done our best to ensure that we promote and show total loyalty to our president and the UPND. In view of that, we are just disappointed to the fact that we are getting very negative sentiments from those that have lost the elections, those who call themselves presidents. And of course, we've seen a number of women, and more especially women, insulting the president and also peddling tribalism, championing tribalism, like the people of Northwestern Province, the Kaondes, Lundas, Luvales. They've been so much insulted by these, uncultured women that are being incited by the Tonse Alliance. Now, for us as Northwestern Province, there's nothing that moves us when it comes to supporting the President Hakainde Hichilema. As you can see, Northwestern Province is a bedroom for President Hakainde Hichilema, and that we've demonstrated loyalty by way of giving massive vote and support to him. And there's nothing that will change the people of Northwestern Province from that regard. And so I just want to advise our colleagues, the Tonse Alliance, to desist from wanting to put this country into chaos and probably civil war. When we needed everyone to come on board and do the campaigns, President Hakainde Hichilema made sure that he visited every constituency and every district to campaign for himself. And the people on the ground also have seen what President Hakainde Hichilema has done, which has given him guarantee to the next term. We've seen that the policies that were formulated and implemented during the 5-year mandate that he was given in 2021 has actually given us better fruits that has given also, confidence into the Zambian people, and more especially the people of Northwestern Province. We had a lot of children that never used to go to school. For now, they are back into school. We had a lot of families that had no teachers, but now we've got teachers in almost every family without any connection to anybody. Courtesy of President Hakainde Hichilema. We've seen nurses being recruited. We've seen so many youths that have been recruited during the period of 5 years that President Hakainde Hichilema held from 2021 to 2026. All those things have guaranteed this victory that we are talking about today. For us, we just want to continue to support the president and also advise our friends. When Hakainde was campaigning, they were busy organizing guns. They were busy smuggling guns into this country so that they just come and fight on that particular day. It is a shame that for the first time we have seen this country having a militia trying to put this country on fire. We've seen guns have been caught and other very sophisticated weapons or military weapons that have been caught in the hands of the Tonse Alliance. So we just want to advise our colleagues that that shouldn't be the Zambia that we used to know. If you have lost the elections as a president, as a running mate, you've lost. Allow the one that has been voted for to continue administering the affairs of this country, because that is the will of the people. And I want just to urge the president just to continue ignoring these people while we encourage our security personnel and the institutions to ensure that they continue keeping an eye on these criminals. We have always said that PFU is a criminal organization. They moved into Tonse as PF and they still have the same mentality. So the Tonse Alliance is full of criminals. Even as we are talking now, we shouldn't say that we are safe, because what we have seen out there, guns, weapons are being organized. They have not stopped, they have continued. As per yesterday, we saw, the same Tonse sponsored bloggers posting guns that they are going to eliminate the president on the day of inauguration. We have seen that. JJ Banda is posting, Adido is posting, Diri Mutambo is posting, and so many of them. Now, if they are fighting for Munduvile and Makebi Zulu, if I may ask, where are they right now? These people are hiding. Now, they are hiding, they have left their families, they have left their friends and colleagues around, inciting them to continue perpetuating and breaking down of the rule of law. What we can see here is that these are not leaders, because if you are leaders, why should you go into hiding when you cause trouble? We want the United Nations to hand over the two criminals to the Zambian government. If they have not committed any crime, they shall be set free. But if they have committed a crime, if they are the ones that have been organizing militia in this country, they are going to face the law. There's no way you break the law and you rush to go and hide somewhere. That is wrong. A leader must die for their people. If those two gentlemen loved Zambia, and if at all they are leaders, why should they leave those that are leading to go and hide 2 of them only. We want them out, let them come and face the law like any other Zambian who breaks the law. Or if you have been accused to have committed a crime, sometimes you accept to go to court and the court will clear you. There will be no sentence that will be slapped on you after you are cleared. So we are calling upon Honorable Munduvile, Honorable Makebi Zulu to come out of where they are hiding, to come and face the Zambian people, to come and face the law, so that we see who is who. But as far as we are concerned, the militia is too much. We also want to appeal to the civil servants and other people. We saw when Makebi and when Munduvile declared himself as a winner, they decided to start misbehaving in offices. We saw them even start calling Munduvile His Excellency and all that. We want to urge our colleagues, even in the civil service, that loyalty is very, very important. For now, we have got President Hakainde Hichilema, and it's going to continue. Just like my colleague Banda said, I don't see anyone else that can lead Zambia as the situation is right now. If possible, yes, we may wish to continue being ruled by President Hakainde Hichilema, because he has proved beyond reasonable doubt that he's a president for the Zambian people. Can you imagine these divisions, tribalism, these gangs that we are seeing, and of course the militia trying to be organized? If this was under PF, by now they should have killed everybody. But under President Hakainde Hichilema, no one has been killed so far. No one has been left on the street with the head cut. But what we are saying is that for now, let there be order in this country. Let there be respect of rule of law. Let there be also respect for one another. It is too much of insults. This Hakainde you insult is not only the president. He is a father to someone. He is the uncle to someone. He is a parent to someone. Why should be people insulting like that? Why should be people insulting like that? I will not go very much far, but what we are saying is that me coming from the Northwestern province, we are not happy with the insults that we are getting just because we voted for President Hakainde Hichilema. Let me assure the country that when elections will be called again and we find President Hakainde Hichilema on the ballot, we shall demonstrate the same, even more. We shall give more votes to the president once more again, because we show him total love and loyalty through the vote, and we're not going to change from that direction. And so far for us, so good. We are anticipating and we are waiting for this inauguration so that the country can now move. The president is in a hurry to start implementing the campaign promises and the policies that he started. We don't have time. Even those that are rushing for the so-called petition, how do you petition when you don't have a party? How are they going to petition? That party which they stood on has been also, it has withdrawn from the alliance. The Secretary General has indicated that their party has been withdrawn from the alliance. Where Makebi Zulu stood, that party also has withdrawn, and they don't want the duo anymore. So they are going to court to represent which political parties. Just like Banda said, those are, I would call them in a very simple term, as scammers. Those two gentlemen are scammers. They wanted to scam the Zambian people. They wanted to get power by force, by way of using guns, of which we know our able government has contended that, and we shall continue. Even as we wait for the inauguration, there's no one who will die there. Even the President Hakainde Hichilema's life is not in the hands of the Tonse. He will be protected by the blood of Jesus Christ, and President Hakainde Hichilema shall live to execute and implement whatever he intended to implement for the Zambian people. For us as Northwestern Province, we are so grateful to the President and the whole country for the massive support, the massive votes that he has received, and we are going to continue and be loyal to the President and the party UPND. As youth of Northwestern Province, we are also not going to tolerate anyone within our jurisdiction of Northwestern Province who shall stand to insult the president or insult the UPND or insult anybody because they are Tonse Alliance. That shall never happen. In the Northwestern Province, we also know some ministries where our colleagues have been misbehaving. We have seen businessmen that have been supporting the militia. I think they will be wiped very soon. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Now it goes to Copperbelt. Chairman Copperbelt, I don't know whether you can swap. I think the best is to swap for the clear view in front here. Yes, my brother, you can also add your voice. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman, Lusaka Province, and I think all protocols observed. I think coming from the Copperbelt, I'll be failing my duty if I don't recognize and congratulate the President-elect, President Hakainde Hichilema, for again a resounding victory. And this is a demonstration that the over 2.9 million Zambians who voted for him is because of the deliverables which President Hakainde Hichilema has done in the past 5 years. When President Hakainde Hichilema and his government took over power in 2021, the country was upside down. President Hakainde Hichilema immediately engaged the gear into overdrive gear to make sure that Zambia can be a country where sanity, unity, peace and tranquility can be restored. The people of Zambia once again demonstrated that they have given President Hakainde Hichilema this mandate again for the next 5 years. Reason being, President Hakainde Hichilema had to resuscitate, especially in the Copperbelt, the mines which were completely dead. We are talking about a mine which was shut, forgotten 28 years ago. The mine we call in Rwanda 28 shaft is back to life. Tailor-made pumps were made, the watering is done, the first ore has been seen, employment has been created. We are talking of the KCM which was under receivership, and our colleagues, it's back to life. Employment, production is at its peak. Mopani is back. And let me just say, Mimomba and many other mines in the Copperbelt, because the mainstay of this country is mining. Now, the Zambian people have seen that President Hakainde Hichilema means well. The first thing which he has done is to unite the country. We have seen our president gallivanting the country to attend the ceremonies across the country where he moved for the first time in the history of Zambia. The sitting president going to the traditional ceremony with over 60 royal highnesses. It was for the quest to make sure that Zambia is united again. We've seen President Hakainde Hichilema, his appointment on his cabinet, it demonstrated the real one Zambia, one nation. We've seen President Hakainde Hichilema restructuring the debt, because when we came in, the economy was on -5. Today, as we are speaking, our GDP is trading above 5. The inflation rate has been worked on. We have seen the massive recruitment of the civil service in the public sector, over 100,000. You know what has happened? Recruitment of the teachers, nurses, and many other public workers. It doesn't end there. Because of the good policies, even in the private sector, President Hakainde Hichilema has created employment. We have seen all sectors, the road sector. Today, as we are coming from the Copperbelt, we are seeing the due carriageway, the Lusaka due carriageway taking shape. We are seeing a lot of infrastructure development. Every word, there's something which is happening because of the enhanced CDF. Every constituency, especially in the Copperbelt, they have 1 hospital across. The first ever cancer hospital is in the Copperbelt in Indora. This is a president who means well for the country. Now, what is obtaining now in this country, I think my colleagues have spoken. Leadership, we don't need to gamble. We don't need to gamble with leadership. Zambians woke up on 13th August to again usher in democratically a president who they want them to lead. Of course, in a democracy, there's always competition. But what we are seeing our colleagues now, after even failing, because they wanted to give to the Zambians. after failing to do what they thought they could do, duping the Zambian people, using their own militia activities, we saw and we heard them even prior to elections, some saying they were ready to die and kill for the elections. I think Zambia has passed through that level. What we need now is development. The era of independence where people fought, struggling for independence is over. What we are talking now is the economic independence which President Hakainde Hichilema brought. So we want to call upon our colleagues in the opposition. Let them tone down. The first 5 years of President Hakainde Hichilema, he taught us, his lieutenants, that we must not be vengeful, we must coexist, we must trade as brothers, as one Zambia, one nation in the markets, in the bus stops. President Hakainde Hichilema told us that you harass a citizen, you are on your own, and we obeyed. But we want to tell them that when we obey our president when he speaks, because for us it's police, it doesn't mean that UPND is weak. We are not weak. For now, I think we have known the type of people we are dealing with. They are heavily armed, and we are going to be vigilant. As a political party, we are not just going to leave things to chance or to the law enforcers. I want to call upon the youth of the country, and Copperbelt in particular, to be vigilant that those youth and women who are being used to insult the head of state, I think their honeymoon is over. We'll make sure that we go down legally. If it means citizen arrest, we'll do it. To make sure that those people who are now with malice using the social media, insulting the elected president, elected by the Zambian people, given the mandate by the Zambian people, then you choose to insult the president, sponsoring a lot of innocent young people. But even those young people who are being used and their parents, there's also Katombora, there's the juvenile prisons. Even the parents, I say, we as leaders, as we are seated here, the provincial chairman and our deputies and our wing countrywide, we are not going to sit down anymore. Watch our president being rebuked. President Hakainde Hichilema, as my colleague said, he stood for elections many times and he failed. He was being mocked, pitied, and accused. Now, he never told us to go to the street. He never armed us to kill Zambians. But our colleagues, they wanted to get power using guns, training militia outside the country. What do you want? This is the country you want to lead, and you want to wipe away and kill Zambians. I think our coming together again in Lusaka, as it were our tradition, we want to assure the president you are not alone. As we worked with you many years in the wilderness in opposition, we are going to work with you again. We are going to protect the presidents as youth leaders. Of course, legally, but we want to tell our colleagues that I think their honeymoon is over. We have continued, even when President Hakainde Hichilema meant well to all Zambians, even those people in the public sector who we know that these, from the day one, once since President Hakainde Hichilema was voted in, were never accepted. We never harassed anyone. People were not transferred. In fact, most of them, they were being promoted under President Hakainde Hichilema. Can we give President Hakainde Hichilema a chance to govern? Because it means, well, this is the president who has raised the presidents. The bar has been raised too high. Those rankings which we are hearing, that is fifth in the world. The best performing currents now, our culture, is because of good leadership and visionary leadership. So what I just want to appeal to our colleagues in the opposition, you know, when you lose, you concede. The political party like Munduvile stood on is a political party owned by Ezra Tembo. And in Ndora, where I come from, under the government, that guy has been voted, elected as a member of parliament, and he has already congratulated President Hakainde Hichilema to concede defeat. Who are you? You don't even have a political party to wanting to take Zambians backwards, even wasting your time to petition. I think let us be serious for once. Governance is a serious business. 21 million Zambians' lives are at stake. Let us not continue with this malice and legalism, or what we want to tell Zambians. I think even before those who voted for those guys, maybe before you went into that booth, you didn't know who they are. For now, we have known who Munduvile Makebi Zulu. I think when we were telling you, when we were campaigning that Mwena to continue being a crocodile, lifted from Kariba and took a few to mean a crocodile. So you have known now, when you are saying these guys, they don't mean well. Those guns you are seeing, those weapons, those are weapons of mass destruction. They were meant for Zambians. They were meant for you. Even now, they are still threatening that they want to eliminate Againde Chile. God forbid. But we'll be watching also as his lieutenant. I think for now, our colleagues want to speak, but my appeal for Zambians, President Againde Chile means well, let us maintain peace and unity and tranquility which we are known for. But to the great and the soul of civil society, let us speak and preach peace, not hatred. I think for now, Chairman, Zipko Mkwambiri, may Zambia, may God bless Zambia, may God bless President Againde Chile. Thank you very much.
Okay, that was the Kopara one. Kopara, I'm glad that you have repeated what I said, that these guys in Muvile and Makebi, they were basically scammers, gamblers. So the truth has catched up with them. They did have a political party, and they wanted to help Zambian people, and we thank God that Zambian people realized that these guys were gamblers. So for now, we are coming to the climax of our discussions. Now, in our arrangement as Provincial Youth Chairman, we have the chairman of chairman. We are all chairmen, but we also have the hierarchy. The hierarchy now comes to the topmost leadership of the youth leaders countrywide. So, Comrade Lyson Yirenda, the chairman for the youth in Eastern Province, is also our dean and is chairman of chairman. So, Bwana chairman of chairman, sir, you can add your voice, summarize, and express something that you want the nation to hear from you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman. And allow me also, the people of Eastern Province, to add their voice. First, allow me to say we want to apologize to the President because we felt it. The warnings were very clear. JJ Banda started warning us, I think, a year ago, when he said they have now started training levels. We took it for granted. We went to sleep. On top of that, Munduvile and his team, they started showing signs. Binwe Mbundu also expressed himself by saying that they had sent a team to Russia to go and train. They were telling us, they were giving us the message that they are ready to do anything. Thereafter, again, Binwe Mbundu added his voice by saying they are ready to kill or to die. Again, we took it for granted. I'm even ashamed to be called an Eastern, because most of the people insulting the president are coming from Eastern Province. From Nyimba, Petauke, Sinda. I think this time all we are saying enough is what? Enough. Enough is enough. I want our colleagues to learn from President Akainde. I'll start from the time of Chiluba. Chiluba, his stronghold was Southern Province. That was his stronghold under the time of MMD. When President Akainde came on scene, I'll rush. When he came on scene, during the time of Michael Sata, he got 27 votes in Wapula, while Michael Sata had 15,000. And they called that Wapula, it was the stronghold for the PF. Now, when HS gets more votes in Southern Province, it is tribalism. When they get more votes in Eastern Province, it is their stronghold. This must come to an end. Because President Akainde campaigned in all 116 districts. He even went further to campaign in Vubwi, Chadiza, Lumezi, even Kasenengwa sport districts. While our colleagues, they only campaigned in 6 districts in Eastern Province. But just come to think of it, out of 29 constituencies, HH only got 7 of them. The rest went to the opposition. When you ask them, they say it is their stronghold. When HH gets more votes in Southern Province, Western Province, and Northwestern Province, they are saying Tongas are tribe. I think we are to blame as Easterners. We are more tribal than Tongas. What we should know is that Zambia belongs to all of us. It is not for Bembas and Easterners. This country belongs to 73 tribes. It doesn't matter whether Hakainde Hichilema is coming from the minority tribe. But if God pointed a finger at him to be president, then he will always be president. He will remain president of this country. My message to the people of Zambia today, now our eyes are open. We know who means well. President Hakainde gave us an opportunity to forgive our colleagues. We never pushed them away from bus stations. Some of them, they are still civil servants. One example is the wife to Brandon himself. He's still a civil servant as there. President Hakainde gave her a chance to continue serving the people of Zambia. But today, the same people who President Hakainde has been feeding, they want now to buy cheap. They are busy insulting our own president. Some, they were even sending money to Mduvile, donating money to JJ. I'm ashamed that really I come from Eastern Province. My question to the chiefs of Eastern Province is this. How do we feel when we see our president, our friend JJ insulting President Hakainde? How do we feel when we see JJ threatening the life of President Hakainde? My question to JJ is this. Hopefully, you've carried your whole family. Where you are, you are with them. What I know, you have your sisters here in Zambia. You have your brothers here in Zambia. Your parents are here in Zambia. How safe are they? This is the question I'm asking you, JJ. If you can threaten the life of President Hakainde, who is loved by more than 2.9 million, because these are the relatives of President Hakainde, the 2.9 million, those that voted for Hakainde Hichilema. How do they feel when you threaten their president? You've reached the point of saying you want to kill President Hakainde. We know, yes, you've been carrying the blood of a lot of people. We are aware of who you are. But JJ, this time, as youth of UPND, we are not going to tolerate this nonsense. From today, I think lines have been what? Drawn. Lines have been drawn. We know all the businessmen in Eastern Province who are supporting the militias. We know civil servants who are supporting the militias. We even know chiefs who are going around campaigning in Eastern Province. We now know you. But you have benefited from the palaces that Hakainde has given you. Shame on you people. You are not even ashamed of yourselves. Especially us coming from Eastern Province. Yes, I'm aware that they wanted to use the dead body of President Lungu to garner more votes in Eastern Province. Yes, Madirayali won't say, or my enemies back on Magwera Pachiriro. But Wakashika, what happens after that? They go back to their various places. We are aware that people followed you because you are showing videos of Eddie Galungu. But just after you left, people forgot. They forget because they knew that President Hakainde has delivered. I'm even ashamed. The old women, those that are receiving social cash transfer, some of them voted for these guys. I'm ashamed. But today, Mr. President, we are saying, I think the battle lines have been drawn. We are going to defend you. You are our president. We love you. As we know that you also care for this country and you love this country. We are not going to accept anyone insulting you. Anybody found doing that, my brother, we shall follow you. My other message is going to the police. I'm aware that some of the police, they are working with them to be a team. I am aware. And we know you. We are also aware that you are promoted few days before an election. We know you. We know you. We are not going to accept this. The message you are giving to the police is that there are no sacred cows. Anyone found wanting, insulting the president, they are on their own. If you fail to do this job, then we'll do it for you. As dean or as chairman of chairman, my message to you colleagues, I think we went to sleep not anymore. Time has come. Remember how we went, during the time we were in opposition. We defended the president without the police. This time we have the police, the army, we are going to work hand in hand with them. We are not going to accept anybody misbehaving in our provinces. Now we are saying boots on the ground. Because President Hakainde, God has given him a second chance to rule this country. This man means well. He's taking us somewhere. But anybody trying to insult our president, today it marks the end. We are not going to accept it again. We'll fight anybody. We don't care where you're coming from, whether you're a chief, whether you're what, a witch doctor, whosoever, whatever they call you, we'll face you head on. And this is coming from our hearts as youth chairman. As commanders for our provinces, our message is that now, put your boot on. Anybody found insulting our president will face you head on. I think this is my message, Chairman. All of us, let us be alert. And I know that we fought our president. We did not defend him. We took it for granted. Whilst our friends, they were busy trying to destroy this country. The election is over. Now it is time to develop this country. Our president is in a hurry to develop Zambia. All of us want to benefit from his knowledge. I am saying kudos to my president. Congratulations once more that indeed Zambians still have faith in you. Sir, will support you fully up to the end of your term. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Rabija, you can now proceed with your protocols.
Thank you very much. We're going to get first 3 sets of questions. So questions, please. If you do we have questions? Kuribe? It seems like there are no questions. There's one. Oh, there's one question, please. Your name, the media team you're representing.
Good morning, panelists. My name is Evans Mochan from Benchmark Fully. Mine goes to the Central Province Youth Chairperson. My question is that out of 23, you managed to win 21. So what is your strategy so far?
Okay. Thank you very much. Allow me also to take this opportunity to congratulate the President-elect, Hakainde Hichilema, for, of course, a sweet victory. Central Province, after the delimitation, we had 23 constituencies and we got 21. Basically, the strategy, I think, was very simple. You know, politics is like business. We had, I think, the best product, which we were marketing or selling in the just ended elections. And in this case, the best product we had was President Hakainde Hichilema, and of course, the UPND party. The message was clear, very simple, and I think we traversed the whole province, we saw the message, and the people of Central Province received the product, which was Hakainde Hichilema and his members of parliament, the council chairpersons, the councillors. So I think that was a strategy, and that's a strategy which I feel will still go with it from now into the future. So I think that's the strategy. Thank you.
Any more questions or records? Please. Name and the media.
Good morning, panelists. My name is Elash from BMTV. My question goes to the panelists from here. Once more, congratulations for the victory. Looking at this, the situation that is happening right now, that social media has been taken as a platform to respect the government of the day and its leadership. And seeing that in 5 years this has been happening, and the president gave a directive to you, the chairman, that there should not be anyone must be eaten or be done in any form. But now that this situation has gotten to this extent where even the citizens are at stake, what are your plans going forward in these 5 years so that you can be able to assure them, because the president is not on the ground, you are the people on the ground. So what are the plans to protect the innocent citizens, knowing that the army and the other law enforcement may not be permanently in the field, but you are in the field. Thank you.
Let's take one more. Yes, sir.
Thanks so much. Master Fred from the implementers team. My question goes to Copperbelt Youth Chairman. We saw in Fulira, Chimbora, Ndora, and Kitwe, where polling stations were threatened by Jarapos. So we want to get it from you. Does it mean that you are not adequately prepared to protect the vote? And going forward, what are you going to do? Bear in mind that polling stations were not free and fair in terms of security.
All right, thank you. I don't know when it's the team or answer first the BMT before the Copperbelt. The BMT team of the chair.
Thank you very much. We as UPND, we are well-cultured leaders. Well-cultured. Mostly we follow the policy direction of the party, including that of government. But now that you are even confirming to us that there's outbreak of insults on the social media, insulting our leaders, our government and our party, and you have rightly put it that law enforcers could not be sometimes available to enforce the law, which is cyber law. So to us here, as the dean has put it correctly, I think our advice goes to all our youths in all the wards, in all the branches, in all the polling stations, in all the constituencies, in all the provincial executives and national, that anyone who insults the president, please will effect citizen arrest without wasting time. Anyone that you know that the word that he has used is against the respect that was supposed to accord the leaders, can you take those people to police, effect them with citizen arrest? In the case of police wachedwa wanazile, so round them up. I think the last day to insult was yesterday. Starting from today, I think we are live on many platforms. This message must go viral to our people and Zambians who mean well, who respect the peace and the leadership that God has given us. Can you effect citizen arrest to any person who utters insults, who incites people to commit crimes? Arrest them, hand them over to the police. I think that is our approach now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Master Fred from implementers. Polling stations being overrun by so-called Jarapos. Anyway, we no longer call them Jarapos, they are small-scale miners. I think I said earlier on that I think honeymoon is over. If there is a province President NDHM has empowered, it's Copperbelt. The same Jarapos, President NDHM through many tournaments has given the use of the Copperbelt, the citizens, a lot of empowerment. So for us now in leadership, we are saying to those youth or the so-called Jarapos who are being used with these disgruntled politicians, we are saying the honeymoon is over. We are not going to allow. Master Fred, yes, people were excited. We were aware even before elections. Mind you, we are coming from a ruling party where we get the intelligence information from the party and from the system. We knew they targeted Copperbelt, Lusaka, and Eastern Province. That's where they wanted to cause chaos a lot. But I assure you, I think we were equal to the task. And going forward, I think I just want to appeal on behalf of the leadership of Copperbelt that those youths who are being used, especially that President NDHM never segregated, even when he was empowering the youth of the Copperbelt, even those people from the opposition, the unfortunate part, we saw that the same empowerment President NDHM gave them, that's the empowerment they used now to fight President NDHM and his government and the party. That, Master Freddy, the media, I think we've got an watch eye. Going forward, that must not be allowed to operate. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we've come to an end of our presser. I'll encourage the item to stand to sing the national anthem.
Stand and sing of Zambia, proud and free.